You are live. Prove it.
Hey, everybody.
YouTube doing some stupid stuff right now.
Get your candles ready. We're going to do a candle lighting.
Got one here.
Anybody in chat that wants to join us?
There it is. It is live. Okay.
Got one here.
Anybody in chat that wants to join us?
There it is. It is live. Is that me? That's not me. Okay.
Got one here.
Anybody in chat that wants to join us?
There it is. It is live. Is that me? That's not me. Okay.
Got one here.
Anybody in chat that wants to join us?
There it is. It is live. Is that me? That's not me.
Okay, who's got their sound on their video?
That's me. It's not me.
Anybody in chat that wants to join us?
There it is. It is live. That me? That's not me.
Okay, who's got their sound?
I think it's fine now.
Okay. YouTube is doing crazy stuff tonight, guys. If you have a problem, leave the stream and come back in.
And thank you to Mara for the super chat. Thank you very much. Okay, I think it's good now.
And we're going to talk about ghosts a little tonight too, right, Johnny?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. I forgot already.
We'll do that after the candle lighting. So I had a psychic friend who I've had readings from. I have a good friend that was very good friends with her who passed away yesterday from cancer, and her name was Gina. She was not on YouTube. She did have a page on Facebook and a website, but I just want to light a candle to ease her transition, and also because we're up to 450,000 that have passed from COVID. We have a lot of viewers who have lost loved ones in the past year, whether from COVID or other things. So just want to light a candle tonight to those who are departed. So Archangel Raphael, Saint Raphael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Saint Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Saint Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Ariel, Saint Ariel, Archangel Ariel. We surrender to your mercy, compassion, and healing. We thank you for easing Gina's transition to the other side, comforting her and welcoming her home. We thank you for comforting her loved ones who miss her on this side. We thank you for being with all of our viewers, friends, and relatives that have passed in the last year, and especially those that we have lost to COVID. We thank you for easing their transition as well and for being with their loved ones. And I'm going to move this before Artie gets on it. Because he is lollygagging all over my table.
No hot cats.
No flaming cats. Cat kebabs. He's looking at me.
I got a message on the community post from Teresa Potter, if she has to watch this on the playback, that she has some spirits or individuals in the house. She can sense them there. Thank you, Impish. And it wasn't so bad at first, she just knew they were there, but now it's becoming, oh, there she is. Now it's becoming more of an issue. So do you have any advice on how to get rid of intrusive spirits?
Absolutely. Yeah, I've talked before on my channel about my neighbor's house when they were remodeling had a intrusive spirit. Most spirits are not earthbound. There are some that are, like my neighbor has an earthbound spirit. The first thing I try to do is get them to cross into the light. And you can do that by getting a circle of people together and holding hands and envisioning a big white ball of light. So you're creating a portal for them to cross over into. And you can tell the spirits there's nothing to fear, step into the light. and see if you can get them to cross over and leave. If that doesn't work, if they're stubborn, they don't want to go into the light, like sometimes they're afraid, because a lot of times if they're not nice as a ghost, they weren't nice in life. And they haven't gone into the light yet. So they're earthbound and they're doing some nasty stuff. Those that have gone into the light and come back and visit, they don't usually do anything harmful. They're just coming in, checking on you, helping out. But when they're earthbound, you have to own your space. So you have to go in with a strong sense of authority, like, this is my house. You are not allowed to do this in my house. And I'm going to kick you out of here. You either get nice or I'm kicking you out. So you have to own your space. And you have to, like, if you have the least bit of fear, they will feed on that. Sometimes they'll try to make you think it's something demonic. They're not demonic. They just try to scare you and make you think they are. So you have to really be strong and own your space. And then I take sage. I take a tea light candle holder where I've burned the tea light down. I put sage in it and I burn it and I smudge every corner of every room. Start at the bottom of the house and work your way up. So start in the basement if there's a basement and work your way up and sage every room. The other thing you can do after you sage and after you kick them out, like tell them, you're no longer welcome in the house. You're outside now. Boom, get out of here. You can put salt in front of your doorways. Just table salt works, or any kind of salt in front of the doorways helps keep them from coming back in.
All right.
So I hope that helps.
Okay.
But the main thing is to hold your ground. Be really tough, because if you get like then get somebody in there that's stronger. Get a medium in there. That's why people call me to go to their houses when they have problems.
Did that help you, Teresa? I hope so. Okay. From the ghosts to the goblins. Ukraine investigates Giuliani. Will anything come of that?
The goblins and the ghouls.
All of the wretched.
All the wretched tonight. Oh, by the way, going back to the ghost thing for a second, when you're demanding that spirit to get out of your house, call in Archangel Michael, the warrior. Call him in beside you for immediate assistance. Giuliani and Ukraine. Gonna have international lawsuits.
Oh. I do what I can to make sure I obey the law. I never in my life would think to go to another country and break the law there too. It's like, you just want to be an international criminal.
It's not just Giuliani. This involves Trump, Republicans, the Ukraine leader who had lies pressuring him, all the lies that they made up, because they were afraid of Biden coming in here. And there's oligarchs behind this. There could be also Putin behind this. He's got the goods. The Ukraine president's got the goods on him. There's going to be some sort of action taken against Giuliani. Victory card with that. The truth is coming out. Whatever it is going to cause him to go into defense mode even more. and burden him. So, this was looking overseas for money and information, something tangible. So he's gonna spill the guts on what Giuliani did. Pay to play.
Richard.
With the full on the bottom, it was at Trump's behest.
I get that. Yes, there will be an investigation, but it's going to take a while. It's not something that happens quickly because there's a lot to clear up here for something that was in the past. Also, perhaps some sort of a history of people that were nefarious. They were not only. It's like there's confusion. And they needed to wait, but then there was a change and some sort of a lie, or Giuliani lied to them or he lied to someone else, but there's a lie here, a betrayal, and then eventually they get a little bit of luck. So it has to do with him and Trump wanting to change something. I don't see Joe Biden's kid here. There was something else involved. Quite possibly two older men, the king of clubs and king of spades with these two. So not just those two. And this one in particular is troublesome. So I don't know if this is like an oligarch, or a Pasta or what's the other guy, Firtash or someone like that. Because they were leaving and returning. He was leaving and returning, going back and forth, and then lying for opportunity. So I don't know. What do you think, Johnny?
So there is this investigation. They wanted to start some time ago here with the Four Swords in the Empress. They get to start it now because there is a rest to the Trump administration. So now they get to move forward with their plans. This is something that they've been wanting to do. They were just waiting for the tide to turn. Here with the Knight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess, not the High Priestess. The priest is the Hierophant. There is something in the government. So yes, there will be an investigation. It is moving forward. It may take a year or so, but it is moving forward here with the priest card. Exposure, expect that there will be an ending to it. So this is not something that goes on forever. It will be a surprise for someone. I think there's a lot more people being drugged into this. Somebody is going to go down for it, but it's going to be more like a plea probably to get other people. But that person is still going to, I don't know what the repercussions would be. I don't know if there's some sort of extradition or whatever the case may be, but there is something here with the Sun card. There is exposure. It will have a surprise ending. Somebody is going down for it. And a follow-up question Jen had, I'm actually already getting, but we can read on it anyhow. The Knight of Wands, it's the Page of Wands and my America card. Somebody from over there is coming over here to do some talking. So as the follow-up, is a foreign leader or someone in their government going to come over here and speak to someone in the DOJ or Biden administration about what they know?
Or testify to Congress.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny, in my candle lighting, I forgot Auntie Fee's husband.
Also passed away.
Auntie Fee that had the cooking channel that her son took over, her husband just passed away. So include her in easing his transition to the other side. Sorry, I'm jumping around. I'm a little scatterbrained tonight. Does anyone?
Wow, that is allowed on the Gemini channel. It is really.
And I'm a Gemini rising sign, so I get that. eBay from the Ukraine coming over here to testify. I got that Trump card on the bottom again, the Fool. Not right away because of COVID. They're kind of hanging on where they're at, but yes, there's like going to be steady people coming over here talking, and there's going to be people that have regrets big time. There's going to be surprising information that comes up that was gaslighted over. They're going to be speaking to both sides of the aisle. So I'm going to say they're going to talk to Congress. Moving forward with the transition of the Biden administration, they've got a lot to offer, and they know more about the money.
I get that there's someone visiting for a meeting with someone that they trust, a friend here. So I would say yes, there's people coming to talk. Visitor, meeting, and then someone that's trusted. So I would say yes.
Yeah, I do get that there is a man coming here with the swords. This will be planned. So this is not some surprise visit. We'll probably, thank you, Shandar. We will see this coming as well. Page of Wands is here again, and the Knight of Wands is here again. So yeah, there will be some travel back and forth. There will be some collaborations with the Three of Pentacles. So some experts on the issues or some legal people will be coming over to do some talking. Okay. Now this is also going to jump around because I'm just going to go down the list instead here.
Okay.
Actually, what was on the back? There was something on. No, let's do these first.
Artie's all lovey-dovey tonight.
He wants some attention.
He's giving me that adoring look. I can see him on the camera. It's like, stop looking at me.
Bush and Cheney trying to oust McCarthy.
Because McCarthy's been attacking Liz, Cheney's daughter. They want McCarthy out of the lead in the House.
For everybody in the chat, I'm totally fine. I'm just being quiet. Every time I'm quiet does not mean I'm depressed or sad, or I'm just reading the cards, y'all. That's all. That's all. That's all. Okay.
I did. I was like, good Lord, y'all stop with this. See, this is why people do this all the time.
Yep.
Because now you can't see me and you won't go through all of this. Oh my God, you look sad. No, I'm not sad.
I'm one of those people that I smile all the time, even when I'm sad sometimes. So I smile too much, which makes it look like somebody who's normal, like Becca, is like not smiling all the time. It's like, but she laughs and cuts up. She's fine, y'all.
God. Stop it.
So what was the question?
Bush and Cheney pushing the Republicans to get McCarthy out of the lead in the House.
Uh-huh. So
How's that going to go? How's that going to go? Are they going to be successful in getting McCarthy ousted as the lead of the Republicans in the House? The minority lead, whatever they call him.
Thank you, Judy.
Hey, Adrian, had fun with you last night. If y'all didn't see Red Lentil Healing's video last night, go watch it. We were laughing a lot.
And Becca smiled in that one.
Yes, and cooked. She was cooking.
Yes.
I just heard backstabbing little prick. Turn the card up.
Thank you, Letitia.
Oh my God.
Thank you, G.
You know, they might be successful in this attempt. Justice on the bottom here, you know, bringing balance back to the Republican Party. They're charging in. The challenge is everybody's kind of watching what's going on, but there's some sort of moneyed news that's going to come out also. and it affects the structure of the Republican Party. And there's some sort of truth coming out. It is a power play, but they're gonna keep talking about how McCarthy was the emissary for the king, or the emperor, and lying about election fraud and all that, and bringing more illumination to that. And they're gonna get people to side with them in victory with that. And they're also gonna hold like donor money over their head.
Thank you, Kind.
I kind of think they, with that Sun and the Ace of Pentacles, I kind of think they might be successful in getting him demoted down somehow. What are you getting, Becca? Are you getting these safe?
I asked if Cheney and Bush would have any effect on McCarthy and the Republican Party, and I get knowledgeable woman in the House. So, and then I pulled a clarifier. I got the Sun, which is a yes. So I'm wondering if this is in reference to either Liz Cheney or maybe perhaps working with the woman in the House, so Nancy Pelosi or something, because she knows. This woman has knowledge of what's going on here. I don't know who this woman is. Like I said, it could be Liz or Nancy or someone.
Or maybe because McCarthy keeps backing Marjorie Greene and.
But it's looking like a yes. They're going to have some influence and have success with that whole shenanigan.
Thank you, Renee, and the Square Peg. I thank you very much. There is. So I asked how it would go instead of would they be successful. The High Priest is here. I keep saying the High Priest. I'm going to switch this deck. The Elephant is here. And the Star. So there is going to be some positive outcomes for somebody. There's also some progression within the government. The Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Now, I have two not follow-up questions, but two related questions to this one. There are, thank you, Kantara. There are attempts right now to rebrand the Republican Party as the old GOP. Here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, their strategy is about donors and opportunities and that type of thing. The donors is just like advertisers. They go where the eyes are. Whoever they think is going to attract the base and then deregulate everything that they care about, then, that's the people they're going for. That's the career politicians. Thank you, Teresa. The George Bushes and the Dick Cheneys and those type of the Mitt Romneys, not the Marjorie Taylor Greens, because those are really fly-by-night people. Those people will eventually die out and go away.
Those people need to go join Trump's Patriot Party.
Yes. Thank you, Crazy Cat Lady. And here with the Knight of Wands, the Sun, and the Magician, there will be some success because, again, these people know how Washington works. Everybody thinks that they're going to go there and change it. That's something older than you. It's been there before you. It'll be there after you. Whoever the career politicians are, they already got down with the get down. So they know where the power is. They know where the powerful people are. They know where the pocketbooks are. So it looks good. Here with the Three of Wands is how it ends. They are going towards completion. And again, they know how to do this. These are career politicians. These are people, especially George Bush, he's been around it forever. Dick Cheney is, he will sell his own mother. Thank you, Lori. So, speaking of selling mother, Mike Pence has started a 501c4. That is where you is.
Thank you, Lori.
I'm going to pull it up. Where you is. I don't have it. Yes, I do. So he's starting a 501c4. Within the next month, he is likely to announce the formation of a nonprofit social welfare organization to amplify his positions on consistent conservative philosophy. So to go back to their roots of conservatism, the real GOP, the no abortions, no women's rights, no gay rights, no rights for nobody that ain't like us rights.
So
Being
it's
judgmental.
like a lobbying firm, but he's going to call it a charity. So he
And
gets
that's what I want to know is what kind of money is going to be involved in this? Is it going to be clean money? Is it going to be dirty money? Because it also says, because it's a 501c4, it can be active for political issues, but it cannot be involved in a campaign. But it can be active in political issues. So it can give money to Pence, but not Pence's campaign.
it can lobby.
Yes. So what kind of money is, because he initially was starting this is what the article was saying, to basically be close to donors still. He needs to be, thank you, Rhonda. He still needs to be connected to the donors while he's trying to re-up his image, I suppose.
You had a fly on your head. You ain't coming back from that.
Sly knew the stink wasn't going to leave anytime soon.
So what kind of money? I had two questions on here. What kind of money is involved? Is it nasty money, ugly, dirty? And then I have another question on that too. I think it's a front.
Yeah, and I think it gets cut or blocked later. It's like trying to do something with a different perspective, but it also hitting a snag. It's about image. The challenge is they're going to be burdened right from the start. So it's putting on a false front because they're still stuck in that little loop in their head of what they think a Christian is, right? And at the root of this, in the base of this, I should say, is Trump and like his base. It's a little bit of a bully pulpit where they can try to push through their agendas, but somebody's going to be watching them. There's going to be a little bit of money going into it, into the structure of it, but things get out of balance. There's some sort of cover up of a bigger gift. It's the same old thing going on again and again that they've done. And I get somebody ask questions and they get blocked. So I'm going to say dirty money or doing dirty things with their money.
I pulled charms. I got the stork, the book, and the snake. It's dirty, but it's something that they're doing to where they can improve and make changes without anybody else knowing and then lie about it.
And with the stork there, it can have to do with pregnancy too, right?
This is pregnancies. So, I mean, it's like they're doing it in a manner that it stays hidden here with the books, but it's a lie. And then they can change and improve and things can increase or decrease, go up and down without
so moving money around.
But it's a lie. It's a front. It's a lie.
Thank you, Renee. I got the Two of Swords here is the first card, crossed by the Queen of Pentacles. This is meant to change the landscape of the Republican Party more than likely, or something in America itself. There is a blockage there. So the money will come in, but the effectiveness of their mission, not so much. It's not really working. Here with the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Cups, there will be a constant trying to climb and a constant walking away. A constant climb, constant walking away. But if I look at this a different way, especially after what Becca just said. It goes in, then it comes out. It looks like a struggle, but I think there's something else going on behind the scenes. It's like there's something else. There's something else there.
Somebody's profiting off it.
Yes, because here with the Emperor, he meets the conflict with the Five of Wands. The Knight of Cups tells me it's a front. This is how it ends. That this is just about image, and the Six of, thank you, Earth Mama. The Six of Wands, someone else's elevation, which leads me to my next question. Because the Three of Swords is here too. Is Mike Pence trying to angle for his own presidential run? And this money is just being funneled around. That way he has it for when he does run.
Again, you had a fly on your head. that meme will come up forever if you run.
That's got to be a bad omen.
Yeah.
It is called the something deck. I don't know. Fate Shifters. Holy Tarot of the Holy Spectrum. That's what it's called. And thank you to, again, channel plug. You asked Tarot. She the one sent this to me.
Nice.
So thank you very much.
So is Pence going to try to run for president?
Because he's trying to restore, what's that crap he said? Consistent conservative philosophy. Christian values is what that sounds like to me.
As if he can just remove the stain of him living in Trump's boots for the last 4 years, excusing every horrible thing he did.
This is what I don't understand, how you think that people didn't have eyes and memories and aren't going to. I mean, okay, fine.
I get yes, but I'll tell you what I get on the bottom in a minute. It's like, you know, the death card, he's trampled the king, right? He's done trampled the king. You know, his challenge is to get in the White House himself. That's what he wants. And he's doing sneaky things, you know, when he trampled the king, Trump, and he is in on a little bit of quid pro quo and stuff with people of money. They are in his circle of support. He has worked closely with them. He has collaborated with them. And something from his past is going to come up under the Biden administration that will cause him great anxiety, bring this all crashing to an end, force him into retirement, if not jail. Something that he lied about, he is going to have some legal issues on. And I got my making license plates on the bottom. So it's telling, it took the story a little further, but yeah, he wants to be president.
I get a no. I get that there's new criticisms that bring an end. I get a no. But then on the charms, I got the clouds, the dog, and the storks. So there's some confusion around loyalty and then a change. But it's like, if he may aspire to, but he's too small. Here, he's small. And there's new arguments and new criticism that shut him down. So
small with a smaller fly on his head.
Mm-hmm. His pet fly. Look, his pet there with the dog, with the storks. Fly. His pet
fly. His pet fly.
So I get the Sun and the Ace of Swords. Is he trying to run for president? Yes. There is some illumination around his plans eventually. But here with the Judgment and the Nine of Wands. It will be an extreme struggle. I don't care how much money you raise. Biden raised a lot, but Trump raised more at one point. Trump is supposed to be a billionaire, so he always had more. But Trump was not using his money for his campaign. He was using it for himself. But there will be an extreme judgment upon what he used to do. Here with the Judgment is also the past, but it's also judgment. And the Nine of Wands will make sure that you have an extreme struggle trying to climb to the mountaintop. And like we just said, there's the devil. What is the devil around? He is around money. all that built up, pent up money that you saved up. Both of these cards are about savings. This is built up and pent up, waiting on your harvest to come in. Your investments. Four of Pentacles is literally saving money. All of that stuff will be cashed in for you to run for president. This is at the core of it. Happy day, glory be. 10 of Cups. It's supposed to be nice. And then it ends in the 10 of Swords. So if you want to waste some money, just send it to me. That's all you got to do. I ain't running for nothing. I didn't want to even run down the street. It's 10 of Swords.
He's currently homeless. He could give to invisible people. He should be able to identify with them.
Yeah. Let me say this. When the moderators post something in the chat room that is not coming from them, it's coming from us. They're just repeating it. So no, Larry girl, lucky girl, whatever girl, don't have nobody email me. If they get mad and want to leave the stream, they can get mad and leave the stream. I'm okay with that. What we're not going to do is go back and forth constantly for 2 hours for little bitty small stuff. Shh. Watch us talk about what we talking about and stop the side conversations if that's what helps. Okay?
Welcome to Mercury retrograde.
I'm not going to fool with y'all today.
Don't give our moderators a hard time. They're
Adam Kinzinger, is that his name? Adam Kinzinger? I can't read my own name. Kinzinger. Adam Kinzinger.
From Illinois?
Yes.
The Republican that's the only one that seems to have a brain a little bit.
He is also, thank you, Suzanne. He is also trying to start a let's turn our party around movement. It's called Country First. So I want to do the same that I did for Pence. Is this a real effort to turn around the party or not?
I see him a lot on the local news here because he was disgusted by the insurrection.
Yes, and that's what he was saying, is that he is trying to move the party away from Trump.
He was one of the few Republicans that voted for impeachment.
Yes, and that was another thing they wanted to do. Is he's safe since he started speaking up against Trump and all that.
Country first. Country before party. Well, they're going to snow job him, is what I'm getting. Trump's minions. Because he's trying to be practical and down to earth. His challenge is to get to higher ground and to get the party to higher ground within the government. They're going to burden him, like call him Nancy's boy or something like that. He's going to face a lot of backstabbing. They'll try to cut him from the party, try to get him to walk away through some sort of actions. His work will be unfinished in America because there's going to be lies and anxiety and bullying still going on until they get a new leader. So until McCarthy and those guys get out, he's going to have a hard time.
I get that the trust and loyalty and just the trust in general, there's a deeply rooted divide there. It's a deeply rooted, and it's a growing divide as well. Okay. I asked if he would be successful. This was for if he's trying to turn the party around. It's saying yes, but there's there's a deeply rooted divide that keeps growing and growing and growing. I asked if he would be successful. I got the woman, the key, the broom and whip, and the mountain. There's one woman here specifically that is a significant problem. So I don't know if that's Marjorie Taylor Greene or the other Quackanon lady, but there's one that's a significant issue.
He's going to have to partner with like a Liz Cheney to get anywhere, I think.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's that woman that's receiving significant criticism, because it's a woman that significantly criticizes the problems, the mountain of problems. So
I'm going to shuffle on Is He Safe while you go, Johnny?
So there is, and this is how she comes up for me. So yes, it is Marjorie Taylor.
oh, what card is that, Johnny?
Queen of Swords.
She doesn't even have a face. It's like a sword.
She's got a sword in it. That's her. And that is with the 8 of Wands. That's what she does best, is yap, yap.
Yep, yep.
Because there here is the 3 of Swords, and the administration, or the 4 of Wands can also be Congress. So she has a bunch of, now mind you, I've said this before, I will say this again. It is more of us than it is of them. The reason why they seem so intimidating to some people is because they speak the loudest. And this is what's happening here, is she's causing some issues for him or some woman. I'm going to say it's her. I'm just saying it's her. However, what he needs is power on his side here. This is the way he manipulates. This is the way he's going to get what he wants. This is the way he's going to manifest what he needs, is to get powerful people behind him. What you need to do is probably hook up again with the career politicians, the people who have been there longer than you've been alive type thing. You need to get with the Bushes and the Cheney. And I don't care for them type of people, but in this in particular war, this is what you need to do. Okay? Because this is the Knight of Wands. That's how you're going to progress and go forward. But right now you are in the 4 of Swords stage. You're going to either have to retreat and regroup, or you're going to have to let this go altogether. But the Star and the Queen of Pentacles are here, so you do have some potential, like a lot, if you can get the right alliance.
I asked, is he safe? And somebody is plotting something to try to cut him out of the party. It's a woman again, so a woman of fire energy, so that could be a Marjorie type or a Lauren Boebert. That tries to burden him, but he is diligently working, and he keeps speaking about the structure of the party and new plans. I get that he's victorious in face of lies and anxiety and trying to get him to, lay down his sword. He faces a lot of feminine energy, though, because I've got 3 queens here. This is my card for America. This is trying to be practical, the Queen of Pentacles, and also getting the money, the donations, the donors behind him, and then that woman of fire. It's probably Marjorie.
I just saw a video that came out today on the Young Turks. It was an old video of hers where, according to her, the Constitution says that you must swear on the Bible when you take the oath of office. So therefore, Obama wasn't a real president. Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar. I'm like, it does not say that anywhere in the Bible. Like this woman is, she's saying it's in the Constitution. She's never looked at the Constitution to check.
Yeah.
Like,
separation of church and state, woman. You can take the oath of office on Harold and his purple crayon if you want to.
That woman has lost her mind, and I find
it should do it on the Constitution instead of the Bible anyway, because you swear to protect one, not the other.
She's a Gemini, Johnny.
Oh gosh!
Why are there crazy Geminis in the Republican Party? Why do they give Geminis such a bad name?
They get all the nut job.
They get all the nut job Geminis.
Trump, Giuliani,
Pence is one too.
are Now this lady, it's like, what is? You guys are stop. You're giving Johnny a bad name.
They're not giving Johnny a bad name. They're just
Gemini has a bad name.
yeah.
That ain't my cousin.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay on the quackers for just a second. I have to read all this though on the skim. There's a man by the name of William Armacost in some place in America. Where's the name? It's a name I couldn't pronounce. Sequium, I believe. It's a
I
little
missed
bit
out
of
of that because I froze. Repeat that, Johnny.
It is in Sequium, I do believe. His name is William Armacost. And he is the mayor of Sequium, Sequim.
Squim. I saw that on the news the other night.
Thank you. Like
It's pronounced squim. It looks like sequim, but it's squim.
Squim. He is the mayor. Now, he does not have traditional mayoral powers, though, because they have also a city manager. Their city manager has he resigned. He resigned out of nowhere, it seems like, though. But now this man is now being accused of being a QAnon person. And he's saying, well, the QAnon is what it is a truth movement. And so he also had a Punisher pin on, and they like that little
Punisher, as in the guy from the comic book.
from the comic books. They like that little icon, and so they've sort of taken that over now too. And so he said it was a truth movement, and he said that he was sorry he even discussed it because somebody called in and asked him. It was on a little radio show they had. So is he a quack or not too?
He's been promoting it on the radio show, Johnny.
Yes.
He's been promoting QuackAnon theories on his radio show.
He's in Washington State in Squim, little bitty town, and they're like, "Oh my God, Q is everywhere now. Getting him out."
So what was the question? Are they going to get him?
Is he a quack or not? He's saying that he's just saying that it's a truth movement, not that he's necessarily quack or not, but it's just a truth movement. And then I want to know, will the city manager, Charlie Bush, will he be back? Because there is a petition for him to be reinstated, even though he just resigned. He wasn't fired. He just resigned. But they want him back because he's the one basically who has the power over the mayor.
They should recall him big time.
Yeah, he thinks that they stole the presidency. That there was stealing of the presidency. So yeah, he's a QuackAnon. It's in his structure, in his foundation. I'm going to look to see if they get him out as mayor.
Yeah, he is. He's a person that visits people that he trusts that are wacko. They're stressed. They're worried. They're anxious. They're.
If we don't get better mental health care in this country, I mean, this is like a please, flag on the play. We need mental health care.
Yeah.
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 He definitely there's something he came across that changed his perception, which is something we discussed off camera. Is what happened. Like, you were at the very least, you were at least a normal for Republican. Like, I still disagree with your worldviews, but you didn't think that. Like, I just seen the story. A man just apologized to Anderson Cooper for saying Anderson Cooper ate babies because he's a QAnon person, and he said Anderson Cooper ate babies. How do you do that up here?
How do you sit there and say Sandy Hook and Parkland didn't happen, 9/11 didn't happen, when we all sat here and watched it? It's like,
I don't.
Are you
I
just
don't
completely?
understand it. I don't understand it, and it's like, with those people, I'm past the point of having sympathy for mental illness. You are now mocking dead people. And the parents of those children that have been left behind, they're suffering. I don't have kids, but I would imagine losing a child to something that horrible
Is the worst.
would be the worst thing you could ever experience in your, it's not going to go away. And then for you to taunt those people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Alex Jones, no.
I mean, Alex Jones got sued for what he did to the Sandy Hook parents,
His dispute in court was, it's just an entertainment show. Nobody believes what I say anyways. It's a character I'm playing.
Well, he was like, moment of mental insanity or whatever. I get that he kind of hangs on until maybe the next election. I don't think they're going to get him out. It's like, he's doing the work here. And, his challenge is the rest of America as they heal. But I get he hangs on. He continues to spout lies and sneaky, treacherous stuff. But he gets the strength card. So I think he hangs on until there's an election and a change. And then he goes. They get a new leader.
They're trying to recall him. It's probably not going to. Now they want, the petition now is to get Charlie Bush to come back. So is he
somebody coming? There's somebody coming. There's someone that is persistent in the government. There's official news and official visitors. Somebody's coming to visit. So.
And is that leaving and returning because he has left? Because he was once there.
No, this is a visitor. This is news feedback. So the leaving and returning is a storks because they're migratory birds. This is someone that has been in government or is in government. They have a stable, secure, persistent position here in an institution that they're coming to visit. They're coming to visit. So I don't know who did you say was the next guy?
Charlie Bush is the one they want to come back. There's a petition for him to be reinstated.
Isn't that way? Because maybe that's how he gets pulled out of reinstatement as opposed to election. But it looks like he does eventually go. But
isn't the guy the Quackernon? Isn't he like a dentist or something?
I don't know.
I mean, even professional people that have gone to school and gotten educated can fall victim to this insane conspiracies.
I just don't understand what turns. What is the thing that flips on that shouldn't be on and says, yes, everybody in the world is a pedo and they eat children and they got trafficking rings and pizza parlors and like I don't
get it.
It's bizarre beyond bizarre.
I don't get it. Maybe they put something underwater. I don't know.
He's got a fight on his hands. He's sneaky too, but he kind of like turns his back on everybody. He holds his power. I do see like trying to take an action against him to put him out in the cold, but I keep getting he hangs on. But I think he gets rejected later, like by the Republican Party, like he gets put out of the party. So I don't think he'll be there for a second term. I'll put it that way.
So from the bizarre to the ridiculously bizarre, Lin Wood, we read on him yesterday about when he passed his psychiatric test and we got blazing nose. But as of right now, or as of when I read the article, I should say, he's actually refusing to take it.
Oh,
and
man.
The Bar Association says that he needs to take or has to take this. Actually, it's a has to take. If he does not, he could lose his law license. It could be suspended anyway. So will he even take the test? Having his law license.
He wants the easy test, person, man, woman, camera, TV. He doesn't want to take the mental health one.
What's his name? Lin Wood? He got Twitter too.
Yes.
Yes.
He called for the assassination the execution of Mike Pence.
For entertainment purposes only, YouTube, we are not calling for that.
So is Lin Wood going to take a psychiatric test?
Yes, because the Bar Association has told him he has to because you're nuts. And he says, no, I'm not taking it. And he said, if you make me take it, then I'm going to sue. He said, and he speaks like Trump, it's going to be a significant lawsuit.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. It's going to be big.
Mhm. I can't stand people sometimes. Jesus.
Lucian Lincoln Lin Wood. What a piece of work. Victory card on the bottom, but I don't know for who. Let's see. Yeah, Lynn, I think you get to retire as a lawyer. You have no income for the rest of your career. I see good things in store for you. Victory card on the bottom here. Here's your opportunity here. Take a test, take the tangible thing, right? Tower sitting right on him. He is burdened. Unless he can pay somebody off, he's the loser in this. He's going to be forced either into retirement because he's cray, or will get cut. Will lose his law license. He's got big changes coming, and he's probably going to be drinking a lot in the future if he's not already.
No, he's going to make a very passionate, swift, rash decision. No, he's not going to take it. And then he gets cut here from something.
He loses his license. His license gets cut.
It gets snatched. Even I got the 5 of swords. There's the bully. That's how it ends. It begins with the 10 of wands and the 8 of wands. There's a new action that puts burden upon him. Either you do it or you don't, but there will be significant consequences should you not. The 2 of wands and the death, it does cause a giant change for him and transformation from lawyer to not so much lawyer. But he will try to, he's going to kick up dust, basically. The Bar Association is full of people who went to law school and graduated too. I'm pretty sure they would not put themselves in a situation where you had an actual case. Otherwise, they wouldn't do this at all. They want you to take the psychiatric exam because you called for the execution of the vice president of the United States at the time. So they want you to go see if you are right in order to be holding these credentials, and you won't do it. Page of Wands, 8 of Wands. This will be in the newspapers and through text messages, documents, whatever the case may be, but it will be everywhere that he is going to have to walk away. And the reason you're even famous is because of Donald Trump in the first place. So the both of you, you're going to have some moon moments to where a whole bunch of stuff is coming out, a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't know before that we're going to know now. So you're going to get the attention you sought, but it is not going to bode well for you once it arrives.
I just don't understand it, you guys. I don't understand. There is a trail of people that have ruined their lives by following Donald Trump, and you still get the clowns jumping on that train as it's on fire, derailing, falling off the edge of a mountain. I want on. It's oh my God.
Thank you, Laura. It's crazy. To be a lawyer, you have to pass the bar to say you know what the law is in the U.S. and that you're going to uphold the law in the United States of America. And then to make seditious comments, take out the VP. No, you are crazy. You don't get to be a lawyer in a country that's illegal to do.
And another thing, Mike Pence, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to understand you because they tried to kill you 3 times and you didn't do nothing about it. No time. So anyway, anti-vaxxers, will they become a problem with vaccination sites? There was one in California, I forget exactly where, but they shut it down. Well, they disrupted it. And then there was a governor, I think, that is actually trying to petition to get the National Guard to protect certain sites where they do vaccinations.
It's like, okay, you don't want to take it, fine. You sit in your home and don't take it, but don't stop other people.
Los Angeles, yes. It was.
These people are crazy. They got to force their views on everybody else. There is like no tolerance anymore. They got to force their opinions and their views down everybody else's throats. I'm about to go on a rant.
Out of hands.
You don't want the Aries girl to get started on the rant, because we'll be on here for the next hour with a rant.
Were you guys talking about a woman?
Mm-mm.
No? Oh, okay. Sorry, I muted myself and you guys so that I could like think of the question. So I missed it.
Anti-vaxxers. Everybody wants to be an army unto themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Bring an army over here. I'll show you an Aries woman army of one, and you will run.
And that's another thing. The doctor that started that whole anti-vaccine movement, he lost his medical license. He lost his medical license for spewing all that crap and has been disproven. And these people just ate it, hook, line, and sinker, and just go eat all the fruits and vegetables you want, and let me know how it worked out with you for polio and measles and COVID and everything else.
Well, the good news is they're going to die off because they're all going to get sick. Yeah, they're a little they're a small portion, but they're out there steadily trying to bring an imbalance, trying to get attention, because that's what they do, and they get judgment on their attention. They try to make it hard for anybody to do their job and manipulate things. Some of them are probably going to go to jail, but they keep coming. They keep trying to block the centers where they're doing the shots. But they're cray, and it's heartbreak, and they get sick and they die. They're good for gene pool.
I get a yes. I get that there's one woman in particular that we may hear about that creates quite a name for herself. It might come through an arrest, but it's a yes. But there's a woman here somehow that she gets some fame here.
Well, the quack people think that the vaccine has a implant in it.
A microchip.
Tracking implant.
If you have one of these, they're already tracking you.
Yeah.
Period.
I swear.
There's a camera on the stoplight. There's a camera there's a camera everywhere. There is no more privacy. It starts with the devil and the page of swords. Will they become a problem? Yes.
It already is.
The devil and the page of swords. There's your behavioral issues, and then here is your devil issues. There is a woman here, and her judgment is clouded by goofiness. Here with the page of swords, behavioral issues. I think what she might do is either storm and destroy or something like that, like run in and push a table over or something that's got vaccine on. She is angling to destroy vaccine. I don't know exactly who she is, but that's what I think she's going to try to do. Here with the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, this is a place. There's the fight, and then there's your vaccine. 5 of Pentacles, my COVID card. So, yes, she is going to try to do some stuff like that. Now, mind you, here's another thing. You're anti-vaccination, which means you don't believe in the vaccine because you think, they cause autism and cancers and all these different types of things. Okay, that's fine. But I need you to educate yourself on everything that you don't like. Because what's happening to her right now is there is going to be an evaluation of her mental capacity. And she's not mentally disabled. She is, I don't know what else you could say. She's in between that. She's in between logic thought and illogical thought, because she believes she's acting upon, she's doing this valiantly. She is trying to save people. But this is not so far as Quackernon to where it's like they got some kind of child ring and I need to go kill somebody because they got one in a pizza parlor. It's more like I'm saving people that you don't shoot them up with these mysterious drugs. But yes, they will become a problem. There's just one person in particular that's standing out. This is probably going to make the news soon. The reason why she pops up at all. The Eight of Wands is here too.
You know what's weird? Like, remember a few years ago when we kept getting measles outbreaks everywhere, all over Disney?
Yep.
Those are all anti-vaxxers that think you can just eat healthy and prevent infectious disease. It's like, how did that work out for you?
Smallpox and everything, the things we've eradicated. Yeah, wait till we get polio going here again. You know, it's.
Well, speaking of disease, Donald Trump, he has 2 cases.
That was a great segue. Sorry. Speaking of disease, Donald Trump.
Because he was a pox on this nation, was he not? This world, really. He had 2 cases of business. What was the word they used? But basically, illegal practices within his businesses. That was in the Supreme Court, and they dismissed them both.
Oh, emoluments clause?
There it is. And what I want to know is the Supreme Court now going to be angling towards Trump, to where whatever comes up their way, case dismissed.
Because the appeals court and everybody else is like, yes, we're going to hear this case. Yes, we're going to hear this case. It goes to the Supreme Court, and all of a sudden their
whole argument was BS. Well, he's no longer in office, so it doesn't apply. You're still setting the precedent that the Constitution says no emoluments, and you're like, yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah.
And what if he runs again? It's like, no, that's a lousy reason to not hear a case. You set the precedents.
And why on earth do you want to set that precedent? What if a Democrat does it next?
I mean, is that the thing? Like, you just buy time, just like McConnell did. Oh, well, he's out of office now. Dang ostriches putting their heads in the sand.
You can't do it. I don't understand. But that's why they needed those judges that they got for stuff like that. Now they can all break the law, and it's all right.
Yep. I get a yes. We're going to continue to side with him. I got the child, the cross, the lilies. I pulled a clarifier. I got the sun. Yes. There's going to be new burdens, new pain, new suffering, but they'll put it all under the guise of their conservative values and wanting to keep the peace. Let's keep the peace. The child can do whatever he wants.
Our systems are so broken.
Well, I get a yes right off the bat, but the challenge is there's going to be investigations on the money behind the Supreme Court justices and how they get their nominations. But they just keep like, oh, well, he's not there anymore, so let's just bring this to an end, legally. And there's an imbalance that is manipulating and sneaky. That's going to get broken apart because it's like they're secretly for Trump. That's going to get broken up. So better fix that Supreme Court soon, Biden.
Yep.
Before all these court cases go up there.
I got King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. There is a man on the court specifically that I think, I said this before too, I think And I'm not trying to predict death. I don't have the authority to do such a thing. I think somebody's going to kick the bucket. But to answer the question, I get the chariots that yes, there will be some favoritism towards Donald Trump because that's what the Little House on the Prairie lady was supposed to be. She was supposed to be the leaning towards his way type of thing. But yes, they do have inside people that will fight for Donald Trump. There will be a fight to get this person away too. This is the.
Is that I like beer?
I think this is COVID Berry.
Oh, okay.
I think that's her.
They should investigate I like beer because he purged himself at least a dozen times in the Senate.
I bet Amy COVID Barrett did too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of the Senate, okay. Well, they're all 1,852 of y'all to do the same thing. So we got question after question after question. When is he going to be charged with this? When is he going to jail? When will he be indicted? When? I want y'all to look at y'all's calendars. It's been 11 days. It has not been 22 years. It's been 11 days since Donald Trump left office. Give it some time first.
Which I told Johnny, I was like, 11 days? It feels like months. Just
It's all those executive orders Biden's been doing. It's like it doesn't feel like it's been longer. 11 days. That's crazy.
That's all it's been. It's been 11 days. That's it. So what I wanted to ask, instead of when will they charge him with something, what I want to know, I want to read it how I wrote it. Charges that he will face. Not when, but what kind of charges will he face? If we get nothing, then we know they don't charge him with anything or he gets away with everything. If we get something, then at least somebody somewhere, some way, somehow is going to charge this fool with something.
Donald Trump directly, not his kids.
Yes.
Him directly.
So what is the question again, Johnny?
What kind of charges will he face? It's been 11 days, y'all. I know Biden he's sort of given us this feeling like that was really in the past, like that Donald Trump thing. You remember him? Yeah, I remember Donald Trump. What was that, 2-3 years ago? Yeah, it was. No, it was 11 days. It really was. So let's see.
We were very quick to let go of that.
Yes.
Put it behind us.
We just hit the ground running.
We cried on Inauguration Day, and 11 days later, we're like, Donald who?
Yes. And he wasn't there. And like I said, that was kind of shameful for him not to show up, but I kind of loved it at the same time.
He's a small man. He's a very small-minded man.
Oh, he's so pathetic.
He is.
I wonder, if somewhere deep down in that black part of his, if he knows that the entire world is laughing at him and hates him.
Well, that banner flew over Mar-a-Lago that said he's a pathetic loser.
Did somebody do that? I missed that.
Yes.
Somebody hired a plane that had a banner at the back of it that says you're a pathetic loser, and they flew it over Mar-a-Lago.
Oh.
Like the whole world hates you. You go overseas, they got a giant baby balloon with your face. Like nobody likes you nowhere. Oh my God.
I got baby balloons of you in diapers, floated all over the UK when he went to visit there, and it pissed him off.
Oh, Jesus.
Bribes, selling pardons. Working with a corrupt foreign leader on something that they're going to be watching. This is my bribes, like investigating bribes for pardons. I think insurrection still. I still think he's going to get convicted, and that's a federal thing. You know, something that affected our national security. Started with Nancy Pelosi sharing information and causing a riot, twisting everybody's heads around. And definitely changes like on his taxes and stuff, changes and manipulations of money. Fraud.
I pulled the tarp. I got garden, shit, man, cross, dog, sun, and tree. Trump org, Trump campaign, Trump transition party, anything with that organization. All branches of it, all of it. He's guilty because it's garden, man, cross. He's guilty. He's going to suffer for that. And him, and not just him, the AIDS as well, but the cross is touching him immediately. And once that gets exposed, it just grows and grows and grows and grows and keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. But whatever's around that organization, Trump org, Trump, it could literally be parks that he has overseas, golf courses that he may have, whether they're here or they're by the water somewhere because the ship is here. He's going to suffer for that big time.
Good night, Rhonda. Thank you very much. Thank you, Courtney, too. Thank you very much. First thing I get, 3 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. This is personal wealth that was taken from a cause. That's not what this card means, but that's what I hear. It's like the wall or whatever. It's something. It's personal wealth. This is money in his pocket instead of his company. Now, the
like
high
his
priest,
campaign finance money he pulls out.
yes, whatever he was raising money for, it was thank you, J. Rowe. It was raising money for something though, but it went into his pocket. The High Priestess and the Ace of Pentacles. I said this before, and I think this is what New York may also be looking into. He has a lot of lies around money he claims he lost. Because I get the Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Swords. There's some secret money here. Not secret money. It is secret money, but it's money that was possibly laundered or something like that because it went elsewhere. It went in and then it was suddenly lost. Like, oh my God, we just lost the whole. No, but it went somewhere else. There's no losing money here. It's some money he claims he lost. Then, thank you, chat. Now, mind you, everybody got something. That means there's something coming. So again, just real quick, just let it out. Just real quick. It's been 11 whole days. Just hold your mule. Then there is something in his presidency here with the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. I think this is more of his overseas things, like Ukraine, if he stole some money from them or whatever the case may be, because it was like party time. This is all his grifting. This is all his hand in the treasury type thing. Then there is something around a vaccine or pills or something that is meant to cure, treat, diagnose, and it ain't vitamin A, C, or B. So I think there's a few things. Everything has to do with money with him.
I think that they just reported yesterday or the day before that they found another account that Jared Kushner had set up to where they were taking his campaign money and flushing it through there back to Trump.
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of what are those called, Jenny?
The LLCs.
Yeah, but when they're blank, when there's nothing there.
The shell accounts.
The shell accounts.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Uma.
Shell company or whatever it is. Thank you, Uma. Well, let's look at his trial. First, I want to look at why did his tax lawyers quit? And then we'll look at why his trial lawyers quit. So why did his tax lawyers quit?
Tax lawyers quit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't have any lawyers.
No. Rudy's not even. Thank you, Cynthia.
It's so pathetic. I don't know if I can read on it. It's like nobody will represent this man. It's like there's got to be a Quackanon lawyer somewhere that would go down there and represent this fool.
He can call up that My Pillow guy, dude.
I'd be like, who's it?
Who's your lawyer?
Trump?
Please, who's your lawyer? I need a good one. I got a big thing. Huge.
Jesus.
I can't. I'm going.
So why did his tax lawyers quit?
Mm-hmm. I just heard all you need is 3 cards. I'm gonna keep drawing the rest, but let's.
There he is, the loser. On the I can't do it. Oh my God.
Oh.
I can't even see my cards. I'm trying to see my way along.
Oh, it did say all I needed was 3 cards, and it was certainly right. Okay, let me pay attention. Oh. Okay. Why did they quit? Nobody likes you.
They don't have a leg that they don't have a case. They don't have a leg to stand on. He's a loser, because like the case is already lost. It's like, dude, you're a fool, and the challenge is you were doing stuff while you were in the White House too, and that light's getting shown on it, and there's all these, thank you, Asia, there's all these lawyers coming in trying to come up with a plan, but it's just chaos. Because all the chaos we see that he stirs up behind the scenes, it's even worse. He just stirs up chaos, and he's a thief, and they don't have a leg to stand on. He has lost the case before he's even begun.
Oh my God.
Loser. Loser Trump.
Oh my God.
It's only 11 days, and you lost all your dang lawyers.
You like 2 sets of lawyers in 11 days.
In 11 days, he's got nobody.
Oh.
Oh, wait, Tiffany, if she ever passes the bar exam.
Yeah. More than likely, she's a real estate lawyer and can't help you.
Well, she's got to get licensed in all the states he's going to have lawsuits in, too. 11 days. And how many? 5 for impeachment. How many lawyers has he blown through in 11 days?
Yeah.
Hey, Moosey.
Oh, my gosh.
Lucy was banging on the door again.
Wait, I have to again.
Thank you, me, myself, and I.
What'd you get, Becca?
I get that the tax lawyers, why did they quit? Because he's a liar. He's a liar. And there's something growing there, growing problems with him about gifts of financing, briberies. So perhaps laundering or whatever that is, but there's gifts of money, like not like $5 or $10, like millions and millions and millions and millions. They don't want nothing to do with that. But he's a liar. So maybe they know he don't have the money to pay him either, or he won't pay him, or they'll do all the work and they won't get paid. But
I didn't get it was about like that they're not getting paid. I just get like they don't have a leg to stand on. They don't have anything tangible to take to court to defend his ass.
Because it's solid. The tree was centric to my reading. It's solid.
Yeah.
That there's something there with significant bribery. So
I got both of those. Thank
Thank you, Adrian and Stacy.
Thank you, Adrian, and thank you, Stacy. I got, here are the supports. They won't get paid. Five of Pentacles, where's my money, dude? And then they're standing out there crying broke because he ain't paid nobody ever in his whole life except Michael Cohen. And after Michael Cohen mortgaged his house. And then they don't have a leg to stand on. The Five of Wands, there is no victory. There will be a constant fight. They know this, though. Woe is me. Oh, my God. Everything they see, like, you did what? Okay, we can't represent this guy. This is going to look horrible for us. They got to protect that reputation. There's people in charge who say, no, pull back. We're sorry, we can't represent you anymore. Wait, I need a prop.
All they can hope for is to send it through appeals courts for so long that he finally freaking dies.
yeah. Oh, Johnny's got a prop. Johnny's got a prop.
And then he's wandering through the forest alone, isolated in the dark, with his hood on, searching for lawyers.
Where's my lawyers? Why doesn't anybody love me?
He's searching through the forest, through Narnia, trying to find Aslan because he has no lawyer. He doesn't know who's going to defend him. Bless his heart. Where's my lawyer? Lord Jesus, because the Queen of Swords was with that too. I just couldn't hold both of them up because I just could. Yes, where's Michael Avenatti? Would he represent? He looked like he needs something to do right now. Oh God. Okay.
Oh my God.
At the risk of not getting through this one, why did the trial lawyers quit?
Supposedly it's because he keeps saying I won, and that's his defense.
Oh Lord, thank you, Renee. Thank you.
So why did the only trial lawyer that I knew of was he couldn't find one, so Lindsey Graham had to get someone to represent him. That guy quit?
And mind you, next week is his stuff, and they all quit.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Thank you, Marie.
Hey, let's go find somebody that's brand new, just passed their bar exam, hadn't joined a law firm yet. Let's just go find some kid on the street. 1-800. Yeah. Have you been in a car accident? Want to represent the former president of the United States?
One of them people. Get the phone book out. There's a coupon for this one, Trump. You want to?
you got whiplash or tax fraud?
Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Deborah.
I couldn't see it because I can't read. My eyes are watering.
Oh Lord, I can't.
Wait, how that Johnny does it? He takes his cards and makes the fan with the cards. Fan's about, I need a fan.
Wait a minute, I can't even read the screen.
I can't read the last super chat. Wait, let me scroll up.
Dream. Oh my God. Okay. I need tissue.
I can't see.
Okay. Now my eyes burn.
Okay, the impeachment trial lawyers.
Okay, that's course. Why did the impeachment trial lawyers quit?
Now my nose is running.
A week before your trial, Jesus, Christian.
I wondered if it was a tactic to delay the trial. So let's see. Why did they quit?
I'm going to sword still here. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Courtney, again. 1-800 dial lawyers Groupon. Yes.
Buy two, get one free. Will represent the tax fraud and the impeachment.
You're one of those ones, we don't get paid unless you win.
Groupon for lawyers. Okay, thank you for that laugh. Oh my God.
That's assuming he hasn't been kicked off of Groupon, because he's been kicked off of like every other.
If you get kicked off of Pinterest, you're going to get kicked off of Groupon. You want to learn how to make oven mitts? No, blocked.
Who gets kicked off of Pinterest?
Off of Pinterest.
You got to be a real a-hole to get kicked off of Pinterest, man.
That's where he get his jack-o'-lantern carving ideas. They said, no, sir, not here, not anymore. Mm-mm. Better go to Halloween.com. You ain't getting it from here. Okay.
He talks to his lawyers like he talks to his kids. And it's just chaos. It's like no plan. He affected the national security, right? That's what he's impeached over. He caused an insurrection. Biden is our president. Get over it. And he's just still like causing all this chaos, and he's surrounded still with like-minded people. They can't get a plan together on how to do the trial. So we're going to know more about it, though, because there's illumination coming on it. But he's doing what he always does, which is, I'm still the president. They should change. He's like, he cannot face that things have ended, that the tower is on him, that it's over. And he talks to the lawyers like they're his kids, and they're like, cut, we're out of here. We're gone. See ya. You're left standing all by yourself in your 4 miles of wall you built all by yourself.
Oh, God. And Mexico did not pay for.
Oh, he's so dumb. He's so dumb. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. Why did they quit? Because of the results that have been officiated, and it's significant. Like, because I got the clouds, the crossroads, the letter, the tower, and the key. So there were several areas of confusion, hesitation, delay, chaos. But ultimately, the results were officiated, and it's significant. Like, there's evidence. There's evidence. The evidence of the ballots, the results, what we got to witness the day that you did it that caused your impeachment. Like,
you're on tape.
You're on tape.
Thank you, Tara. So his offer was small potatoes. I seen Shay from Blissful Divination put in, give me a hamburger today and I'll pay you Tuesday. I flipped what she said, but it's like that. So the partnership was words only. There was not a concrete thing. Here also, there is a bit of a strategy that is trying to be implemented around the greedy one, around the rich one. He thinks this might stall some things, possibly. Here at the moon and the legal woes that he's having. That he may think that, somebody will throw him a bone or have some mercy for him. Now, his challenge right now, as we keep saying, is to get some lawyers on his side. Whether it's strategy or not, you still need some legal representation. I would love to see you represent yourself.
Oh my God. Imagine that. Can you imagine?
Why don't some of the House Republicans that are lawyers go represent him? Jim Jordan or, well,
Lindsey Graham
no, lawyer, but
in his boots. Lindsey Graham.
I would like to see Lindsey Graham. I would love to see Donald Trump represent himself. Oh my God.
I've always asked about his impeachment lawyers, and I've never been able to pick up who it is ever. And so he gets impeachment lawyers, and I'm like, well, I screwed up that reading. And then we find out, no, they quit. And it's like, is this guy going to be alone? Because that would be freaking brilliant if he had to represent himself. Oh my God.
Can we ask if the impeachment trial is going to get delayed because he has no lawyers?
Exactly, Shay. I object, Your Honor. That was a stupid question.
I'm not answering that. That's stupid. You disgust me. That's a stupid question. Get out of here.
But when he was deposed at one time, he was very demure. He was very calm. He's very quiet. He answered questions. It's on videotape too. Like he answered, he didn't do a bunch of grandstanding and all that because there was somebody, had him by the what you call it.
His main thing he says is, I don't remember. The person with the greatest memory ever, he always says, I don't remember, I don't recall.
Nobody knows more about memory than he does.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he remembered what man and woman and dog and camera looked like.
Mm-hmm. That was his IQ test, Johnny. And he aced it with flying colors.
Yes, you got a 1. Yes.
He's a genius.
Oh, go a stable one.
Mm-hmm. I'm a very stable genius. I get no, it won't be delayed. Often, no.
Yeah, I get they may try to change it, try to change when it gets off the ground. But I get, truth is still coming out, strength, and I get the victory card, like they're going to convict him.
Sharon said J for genius. Yes. I gotta use it. There's the 3 of Wands, Ace of Swords. It's in motion already. Clarity and truth needs to go. The case is going forward. 7 of Cups, you're going to have to figure it out. You're a big boy, sort of. Okay, decompress. Let me see. Let me see where we're going next. So we did charges he will face. It's been 11 days, y'all. It's been 11 days. I want to talk about them just to get that in here since we got people watching. The heiress and the founder of Publix grocery store. The Publix grocery store founder gave $980,000 to Donald Trump's reelection campaign. So I'm boycotting Publix from here on out. And the heiress, his daughter, she paid $300,000 towards the insurrection. And so did Alex Jones, but he paid $500,000. He shouldn't even have that much money in the first place, first of all. But what I want to know, or what somebody else wanted to know in the comments was, will there be any investigations launched into those 2 people?
And you're a grocery store. Think of all the money, all that money, how many mouths you could have fed.
Yes.
That's sick.
$3 million out of the 2 years? And that's what you do with it?
Mm-hmm. So what was the question, Johnny?
Will there be any investigations launched into the 2 of them? Well, I guess you can pick one or the other. But
I think Alex Jones, because he was at the insurrection. He was at the rally before it.
And what's crazy is I understand you have your own political views, kind of like Chick-fil-A. Don't put them out there in the public, because when you boycott, that doesn't hurt you because you still got jillions of dollars. It hurts the people who get the hours cut because ain't nobody coming in here no more.
Yeah, hurts the employees. But it's the only way to send a message.
I ain't going in there. I'm good and done. Y'all always across the street from Winn-Dixie anyway, and they cheaper than you, so why not?
I'm so glad we don't have Publix out here. It's not even fun.
Kroger got their act together because they had that thing where they were doing a fundraisers, and one of them was for the Proud Boys. They snatched that off real fast.
Ooh.
They didn't know that was up there.
I get there's going to be an investigation. I think it's going to probably be more on Alex Jones's side, because I got the King of Cups on the bottom. A new action taken. Money that was paid, doing this for the king, working and collaborating with the like-minded people. So the groups, the organizations like Proud Boys and stuff. Investigation coming in. Somebody in jail maybe also talking. So somebody they've already gotten arrested. Watching him and sort of truth coming out and legal stuff moving forward that brings him anxiety. So I would say, yeah, because he was in the whole structure of the day. He was involved.
So I asked and I got the writer child house. So that's about a child in the family. So I'm assuming that's the heiress. So I asked about her, and I got the anchor, the crossroads, the moon. Yeah, she's going to get investigated because of something that she did to secure a choice. And she was persistent with it. So yeah.
I get both of them. I get her here with the Queen of Swords. I think that might be personal. As the Six of Cups is here, this is something in the past, but it's also something tied to her family. So they are political people, and this in particular stunt may have gotten an eye on them in a way. Everybody wants attention, but they don't specify what kind. And so now they're about to get it, and now it's about to turn something upside down. The Jones guy, however, there is some defeat for him coming. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Page of Swords, 9 of Swords. So there might be some loss in revenue or loss in a whole bunch of things here with the 8 of Pentacles. Got something to do with his... Does he even have a radio show anymore?
He does. He does. They kicked him off of YouTube, but he still has that radio show, and he peddles bullcrap vitamins for testosterone and to be a man. And yeah, it's oh my God.
Pedals to the quackanons.
Mm-hmm.
Darla, tell HEB to put one in Pennsylvania. Pretty pleasing, thank you. So why is Kamala Harris not living in the vice president's quarters? Excuse me, I need to stop saying that. Why is Madam Vice President Kamala Harris not living in the vice president's quarters? Is it really because they're having a chimney lining done, or is it something else?
Is it something? I've had a chimney relined before, and I lived there while they did it. It wasn't that big a deal.
Let's see. Well, then the commenter said, or is it, yeah, MLR, is it still being swept for bugs and things?
It has something to do with Trump and Biden, because I got Trump on the bottom and Biden right in the middle. There's something they're trying to cut out was put there to burden her. So until that's complete and she's standing on higher ground, she'll wait to move in. I gotta ask, are they gonna find something in the house?
I'm getting that there's a very powerful man that's quite loving that's telling her, wait till we get the results. There's some sort of negotiation. I got the birds here and then the letter, voicemails, phone calls, meetings, and then results, tests, and mail. This may be something to do with, we got to go in there and clean, make sure there's no listening devices.
Yeah.
Maybe, perhaps, because it's a powerful man. He's very protective, very loving. That's negotiating for the results or negotiating a test or a trial. See what I'm saying? Like they're testing. Something's being done there. And then I pulled again and I got the child, the house, the cross. There's something wrong in the residence here. The new residents, there's difficulties here. There's suffering. There's pain.
Like they may have infested it with COVID or something. I'm gonna ask what are they gonna find?
I get the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Cups. There was not offered necessarily. There is a resolution to walk away to a new horizon, to basically wait. Then there is the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. There is a transition of removing little things to make sure that I don't even know if they have those anymore, where you can unscrew the telephone thing, and then it's that type of stuff. They're going through top to bottom. Here with the Hierophant and the 7 of Pentacles, there's just some waiting for her to move in because all the little devices that they need to make sure is this way and make sure is that way. So, yes.
Yeah, I get they do find something. It's in the structure of the house, connects to Russian operatives. And can be also an abundance of things that affects the security of the house. It's bully technique. They gotta go in and cut everything out. Wow, she better just buy a new house.
So my follow-up question is: was Pence aware?
Probably how Trump gets his dirt on everybody, right? Pence aware that there was something in the house.
Oh, and might I add also, off topic, Becca did a grand tableau on Trump to where she got the fish and the bear, where he was leaking his actual assets and also leaking in his business was going down. There's a story just came out that all of his properties are also devalued, basically, to where the value is dropping significantly on all of the properties that has his name on it.
I need to look at that ground tableau again because the first vertical line down, it was bearfish coffin. That's bankruptcy. The finances for his business closed. And then horizontally, it was bear mice. I don't remember the third card, but bear mice is like slowly bleeding out funds.
That's what's happening.
losing money. Yeah.
It's definitely something communication wise, whatever is in the structure of the home. The challenge is to disrupt it. I was asking, does Pence know? It's like Trump transitioned it in there. I'm not sure Pence knew it was there though, because I got, like since he left away, like things are a little bit rocky anyway, but he knew there was corruption and stuff. I don't get that he completely knew. I think he may have suspected, but I don't think he knew.
I don't think Pence knew either, simply because of how they did it. I got the moon, the lilies, and the tree. It's been there for a while, a long time. And it could be something that's like a magnet. Somehow it has a magnet on there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like if there would be like a, and I'm thinking, those touchless, what do you call those? The water where it comes out.
The
Faucets.
faucets, yeah.
Touchless faucets, those things have a magnet on the bottom of it where the line runs through. It would be something like that where it's completely inconspicuous.
Yeah.
But there's a magnet here. It's magnetized. It could be somewhere like where you would sleep or other places where you would go to rest. I don't think he knew.
Can be in light fixtures and things. And
I don't get light though. I get it in the dark. And magnets. I don't know what that is. What do you get, Donnie?
I didn't know. The Five of Swords and the High Priestess. There's defeat in secret. So this is not something he knows, but it's everywhere. So it's like, and like you said, it is in the light fixture. It's in the telephone. It's in, it's everywhere. Now I will say, because I've seen this in the comments, if they're doing it for Kamala, they more than likely did it for Biden too. So I think they're okay on those. Let's see. What we got? Let's do one more. So March the 4th is the original date of the inauguration of the President of the United States. The Quackanons have said that Donald Trump will be inaugurated on March the 4th.
Bless their little hearts.
Joe Biden's just a placeholder so that the left doesn't get wild and crazy. Or I don't know why they think he's just a placeholder to inaugurate him to then turn around and inaugurate Trump.
Like, I get it. When Trump won and they called us snowflakes because there was a bunch of people crying, and then Hillary wrote the book that we all kind of wondered what in the world happened. So I get emotion, but it's over. It's been 11 days for y'all too. It's over. It's done.
They've had a lot longer to adjust to it than that. They can go back to every time he lost the election again.
Over and over again.
In January, he kept losing it.
Y'all sent y'all little turd eaters down to the Capitol to burst in and try to overthrow the government. Actually, y'all didn't even try to overthrow the government. If you were trying to overthrow the government, you'd have went for Trump, first of all. But you just went in to take pictures and put them online. That's all you really did. You didn't really try to overthrow the government. You just went to be stupid. It's over.
But you know, he kills police officers and 5 people died. Don't get me started on "Don't Tread on Me, Woman" again.
I didn't know that story. I
was laughing so hard yesterday. I thought I was gonna like chop a finger off because I was like, are you kidding me right now? Because I've seen those flags. My neighbor has one. I think it's the most freaking ridiculous. It's big old yellow ugly flag with a freaking snake that's all coiled up and it says "Don't tread on me." You mean to tell me a little old lady was marching around with a flag 20 times her size that says "Don't tread on me"
and got trampled to death? It's just instant karma. It's just instant, immediate karma.
It's like the universe has jokes. I swear to God, I can't.
God answers all prayers. Sometimes the answer is no. She got a big no. She got a hell no.
Don't bet on me. I told you. I told you that was karma saying, "Watch this."
Oh my God.
Normally we could have sympathy, but you shouldn't have been there.
Nope.
You should not have been participating in the attempted coup of the United States of America. So
Nope.
this is the part where karma lets everybody else get their few laughs in.
Mm-hmm.
While you fresh on the brain. You and Hot Balls of Fire, both of y'all went to the pearly gates. So they looked at you and said no. Not until you get the stupid out your system. Oh my gosh.
So what's the question, Johnny?
I don't even know what the question was. What was it?
On the March 4th.
What were we going to ask? I just know we needed to bring it up.
Let's look at what is Trump doing on March 4th.
Yeah, well, how would it go for him? How will March 4 go for Donald Trump?
Because in the Senate, they've got a trial going on. Lawyer or no lawyer.
Maybe we can send him a taser and put it in his pocket. He'd more than likely miss, though, so I guess not.
Well,
March 4th. How will it go for the president? Oh Lord. Don't tread on me. I won't. Everybody else will, but I won't.
I get that there's news of a friend that is delayed or is having problems, and also news that an investigation is just growing and growing and growing and growing on March 4th.
Whatever he's doing, it's for image sake. But he starts out here standing all alone, having to represent himself. And America is watching this, and there's like more questions being asked, more light being shown on things. He's probably going to be watching TV at the root of this. So he's going to be, like, I won. He's going to be talking about, that he won, doing erratic things and causing chaos and acting all confused. And then it's like, it's over. You lost. Let's heal this country now. I feel like somebody in the Republican Party goes and tells him you lost.
So, yeah.
This is going to be the epic takedown. I just feel like karma, all these years built up, it's just going to be an epic takedown on Trump.
Y'all just need to wait. It's been 11 days. First, where are my lawyers at? The dinosaurs and the justice. He is also worried about the justice that's going on around that time. So whatever March 4th or whatever's around March 4th is probably bringing a lot of horrid legal issues his way. He is going to have to pay somebody at some point something. So here with the Fool and the Ace of Wands, there's some money. This is not being paid to him, though, because I don't have any other indications that it's coming in. He's going to have to pay somebody. And it is, justice is in the middle, so it is around this. So you are going to have to pay a lawyer because you're going to have to go to court. So again, y'all wait because there it is. It is coming. Now, this March 4th thing is just for image. That's all that is. I mean, he can go out and say that he's, I guess, president of stupid land. I don't know, but there it is. But you also might need to take stock in your family because somebody may also be going through some things, legally speaking. They may be getting some documents of their own. Maybe that's why. And they might just be being deposed, whatever it is. Hey, you need to come testify, or hey, I need to talk to you. That's what the worry is too, because boy 1, boy 2, girl 1, and girl 2, they all got something to say, and girl 2 is not Tiffany. So I think you need to buckle down, forget about trying to be president, and you need to try to be innocent, or at the very least, have an innocent verdict.
Now, he hasn't been indicted yet in New York, but I got one last question on that. When they do indict him, since he has no lawyers, is he going to have to use a court-appointed lawyer?
Oh my God, a public defender.
Uh-huh.
God.
Well, Trump has to get a public defender.
A public defender to defend him in New York. There he is again.
I'm wandering through the dark.
Loser.
Oh, mercy.
Anxiety, where's my lawyer? What's the challenge? Trump. It's for you. You're the problem. Nobody wants to represent you. He is like completely isolated and alone and in his tower moment. And I think they will have to do, he's like heartbroken. I think they will have to do a court-appointed lawyer for him. Because that court case, that's coming from New York. She's securing the indictment. That's coming. He's gonna.
That's a state charge too.
A public defender.
Yeah, like somebody that does this every day for the court. A public defender. Somebody that's.
I get that people are very suspicious of him with good reason because he's a fraud. I get the Fox. But there's a couple that would love to work with him. However, there's so many interviews with the public here, so perhaps public defenders, but they just go away. They just leave. Like, yeah, no, peace out. No, like,
Thank you, Foolish Tarot. So there's a strategy. Some sneakiness, but I'm going to say strategy will be nice. And then there is the support here with the Queen of Cups. I think that person leaves too by the 8 of Cups. It's like, you know what? I've been working here for 11 and a half years and I'm not defending him. I quit. So he goes back to searching. I think he's going to have a recurring problem of not being able to hold counsel. But who wants to stand beside you when you've literally, anyway. So thank y'all for joining us.
I have to go back and watch that laugh. That was a laugh.
Next week, we will be on Jen's channel. That's what I was doing. I was like, well, I opened this phone for a reason, and I could not remember what it was once I opened it. The 18th of February, we will be doing a charity stream right here for K9's Companions for Independence. And that is a service that matches service members with PTSD with K9s. So if you would like to join us on that day, we will be here, us three, and we are trying to get Lena Rodriguez to join us. So we shall see. And next week, like I said, we'll be on Jen's. And for those who also posted questions in the chat, every week we post a community post on our pages. You can leave your questions there, and we always have at least 30 questions, and we only get to like 10 because that's how we do. So,
Well, especially when we have a major laughing fit in the middle.
but thanks y'all for participating. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the 2,100 people that were here looking at us. So thank you very much, and y'all have a good night. Be
Bye.
kind to each other.